I don't need a mic. So I make sure that we can hear them.
Okay, that's fine. We need to get going. Are you good?
Yeah. Or give us a couple minutes. Are you good?
We got a line now.
Okay, so.
Well,
it's either they hold the mic or they don't.
I'll have them push it. Okay. That's better for me.
Then I'm good to go.
Okay.
Hey, Michael. Nice to meet you. Dr. Jumons. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. You can put it down over here if you want on the side. We're just about to do it on CBS. Oh, awesome. How was the show? Yes. You know what?
Just make sure they're gonna hold the mic. No surprises, because I don't have any audio on this right now. I'm actually gonna put audio on because I don't trust anybody. Yeah, you're there. I'm my backup just in case.
I'm Molly. Nice to meet you. I'm from Nuance. I read their global marketing. Yeah, I saw you. Yeah, it was awesome. Thank you. Thanks so much.
All the truth.
I know you guys chatted for a while yesterday, right?
He was great.
He is great.
He
Yeah.
really explained everything. And Anita was great. I know it's still in development.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's some really. They just have a pretty cool vision for the future too. So as a whole. Look at me. It's not like I'm prompting you. No, it's was that subtle? Oh, it was great. No, I swear it was not.
They're walking.
Yes, absolutely.
They're walking.
Walking? Okay. She told me his last name.
Yeah. I figured you are. Exactly right.
So,
Yeah, I think so, yes. Exactly. I think like 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. All right, great. Hi, I'm Molly. Nice to meet you. Welcome.
Hey, Molly, do you want
Yeah.
to do Will.i.am or do you want to do
It's whatever your preference, I think, actually, for CBS. I think we were talking about doing like a one-on-one here, Dan.
Okay, do one-on-one? Okay.
Yeah, but I think Dan might join.
Dan
Rebecca?
wants to join.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Oh, they're just taking down names.
I know they're going to sit together.
Cool, thanks. Sorry to get snacks. I was like, snacks. I said, I was like, snacks, you got so excited that we didn't mention it. Way to blow up the spot.
Will.i.am, nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you. Very.
Great. Are you just asking questions for me?
I am going to ask questions from the side. Make sure the microphone because we're all doing some sound bits and podcasts. And then we're going to place you guys down the line with CBS.
Great.
So that way we can get the
Great. Well, let's roll. Great.
I think we're just waiting for you.
Okay. Well, should we start?
Well, I think it's just going to speak about the product and have you explain, you know, what it is by a feature and all that good stuff. And we'll go on down. We think it's a good presentation. So thank you.
Who's holding the mic? Which one's going to hold the mic? Who's holding the mic?
I'm going to have Will hold the mic.
Okay.
Will, have you hold the mic?
This one.
this online?
Yes, it can be online on CBS. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're ready.
Hi there, this is Leah Hovig for CBS, and I'm here at the 2015 International Consumer Electronics Show. I have special guest, Will.i.am, Grammy Award-winning artist and entrepreneur, and I also have with me, his name is Dan Faulkner,
That's right.
Senior VP, I'm sorry, I have to look at this, of Mobile and Up for New Ones.
That's right.
Correct. And so, Will, I would like for you to please talk about your products.
Oh yeah, so the name of the company is I.am Plus, and this device is called the Puls. We've been developing this device for the past just a little under 3 years. It's a standalone device that is untethered, has a SIM card, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, 3G, GPS, has an accelerometer, pedometer, and the reason why I'm here in this awesome suite of Nuance is because Nuance is our partner. They help us with our voice recognition, and to even say Nuance, a partner of mine, is like I can't even believe it's a reality. You know, if you would have told me 4 years ago that I would develop a computer for the wrist and work with companies like Nuance, I wouldn't have even believed it myself. But it's reality, and this company is an awesome company, and I'm so happy and proud of the work that we're doing together.
Very cool. And what has inspired you both to work on this really great, innovative product?
You know, just you throw something at companies like Nuance. When I say something, I'm talking about like hardcore problems in technology. Like you want to be able to talk to a device, and you want it to understand you with a Punjabi accent. And when I say that, I have employees that work at I.am Plus, and I don't even know if their parents understand them, let alone the device. And the voice recognition is awesome. And all the way from my neighborhood in East LA, we have, you know, deep Chicano accents to folks from London, and it picks it up. And that is super duper responsive and amazing. That's amazing technology. And we're getting ready to walk into a culture where, you know, voice is the navigation for devices. Right? The UI that you're so used to with swipes and gestures, it's all just going to be voice. And it's companies like Nuance that are going to allow that reality to be sooner than later.
Cool. And what are the features of?
So on this device here, you can make phone calls, you can send text messages, emails, not slices of emails, like full emails and respond. You can send JPEGs and MP3s all on the device. You go on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You could post tweets just by saying, post tweet, and she says, sure, what's going on? And then you respond and say, what's happening? I was in the club last night. It was loud. I was like a couple of feet away from the DJ booth, and I'm sitting there like, compose tweet. I couldn't hear her because it was loud, but I could read it. And then the blue light lit up, and it was time for me to talk. And I said, I'm rocking out in Vegas, CES, tweeting from my wrist. Boom. And then I said it. And it picked up my voice in the middle of a club. Right? I didn't have to type it, I just talked it. I have to scream talking to a human in a club. Can you hear me? I didn't even have to scream to my wrist. I mean, it's amazing stuff. So you can do that, and you're doing all of that without the use of a phone. I don't need to tether to a phone for it to be functional. I can make phone calls. It has a phone number. It's amazing. Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. It's awesome.
All the great tools. And you also have different kinds of apps for this, is that correct?
Yeah, so the apps that are on the device, native, when you have the Pulse straight out the box, is Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We have music on the device. It may sound like I'm glitching, but the reason why I'm glitching is because I'm holding back on features that I just saw when I was in Singapore with the team in Taiwan over the New Year. So I know things that are coming, and I'm trying to hold back from saying all the wonderful, awesome stuff that we're working on. So we have fitness on the device that you can't get right now. So see that I just fixed the glitch. Sorry about that. Right. So it's just we're working on so much amazing stuff. My head is already 2016, but realizing that we're letting features at a time. I just gotta really control my excitement for what we're building.
That's right. I'll hold you down. And so how do you use the Pulse?
When and how?
Yes.
So I use my Pulse when I'm at the gym. I don't have to worry about taping a phone on my arm and tripping over freaking wires, trying to jump rope and getting tangled up. I don't have to worry about that. I Bluetooth when I'm at the gym. I listen to music. Like I said, respond to texts and emails while I'm at the gym, just speaking into my wrist. I use my Pulse when I'm in the car, truly hands-free. I need to call my mom, or I need to play Bob James. And the operating system is called Anita. And Anita is our virtual assistant. It's the AI and the OS for all the things you need. So I use my Pulse, places where you're actually not supposed to use your phone. You're not supposed to use your phone when you're on the bike. Right? I was driving a bike a year ago, and I was like that. And I don't have to do that anymore.
That's easy. Right.
So I rock out with the Pulse in the places where it's logical that we never should have had a phone in the first place.
Very cool. And what kind of consumers are you looking for to purchase the Pulse?
So right now we have a Make It Great program. It's a controlled launch to where we, are handpicking, developers, fashionistas, early adopters to, build our foundation to, improve what we've already built. But it's no different than making music. So when I make music for certain clubs, and in seeing the response of the people at the clubs, I go back to the studio and fix it, and boom, right? So beats are fresh way before I play them in the club, and the same process we're doing for the device. So the device is already fresh, and we just want to make it fresher and better with responses that we get from the early adopters program. So you can go to www.puls.com, that's pulse.com, and sign up for our Make It Great program. Whether you're a developer, fashionista, or early adopter, we need people like you to help us make this paradigm a healthy one, right? Because we're trying to do something that most of the folks in the wearable space aren't doing, and they're not coming with fully functional operating systems.
Nice. And if someone wanted to purchase the item?
So if you want to purchase the item is $3.99. Which is
where can I find it?
You can find it online at Puls.com. And if you're in LA, come to our store and try it out on La Brea, 502 North La Brea.
145.
Sorry, 145 North La Brea, South La Brea. Sorry. If you're in LA, come to our store, 145 South La Brea, and you can come test the device and see this wonderful community we're trying to build. This hybrid of fashion and technology that we call fashionology.
Very nice. And is there only one color right now for the Pulse?
Yeah, right now we have one color for the Pulse, black. And the reason why we're keeping it that way for a while, it's like if you were to go to Chanel tomorrow, you would probably find something similar in size and color. The difference is instead of a screen that gives you access to all the ways of communicating, they just have a CC on it. Same thickness, probably the same size. And for a girl, it's loose. So we wanted to keep it from fashion, because fashion has been telling us that bracelets or bands or cuffs is an accessory to express yourself. Whether it was 1980 and you had spikes or you had a leather band on it, we've seen this in culture a bunch of different iterations and different subcultures. So whether it was punk rock or hip hop or models in the runway, we've always seen these bands around our wrist. And so we wanted to design our cuff and our band from that perspective and just pack it with awesome technology.
Very cool. I love it. It's very futuristic looking.
It's futuristic, retro futuristic, because like I said, rewind to 1980, and people like Blondie had this on, or you rewind to 2004, and Rihanna had it on, and fast forward to 2016, we're gonna have it on, but doing more things while it's on us. So I'm really excited about my new band, but I'm still in the piece.
That's a good thing. And one last question about the band. Can you just show the cameras? And so you have the battery. How long does the battery last?
So the battery, we have 780 milliamps of power. So if you were just listening to music, you got like 12 hours of music with no Bluetooth. If you just you listen to music from the speaker. If you have Bluetooth on, listening to music, you got about 8 hours. If you were like Bluetooth music in on your Instagram, making phone calls and texting, that's a lot of freaking power. And a lot of, it's gonna drain the battery. You're looking at 6 hours. And that's pretty much, 2 hours less than what you would do if you were on your iPhone, actually, right? So, but you're doing that on your wrist. So I charge my device probably 2 times a day. And some folks were always asking, like, why do you got 2 on? I always rock two pulses. And you don't have to rock 2 pulses. I choose to rock 2 pulses. And the reason why I rock 2 pulses is because when this one runs out of batteries, I quickly got this one on my right. So even on my phone, my mom on our phone address, it says left arm, right arm. So I was like, did you say? She's like, well, I called you on your left arm. No, Mom, but I was busy. Right hand, that was calling me on my right arm. I swear to God, it says left arm, right arm.
Remember that one.
But actually, the other day I was thinking, like, I was at the club, someone asked me for my phone number, and I gave them my cell phone number, because giving them your wrist number is really personal. You can never miss a phone call. There's no excuse, because it always vibrates.
Oh, no.
And if you're always wearing it, that's like the most personal thing ever. It's like giving someone the access and the ability to pull you and tug your wrist at any given time of the day. See, when your phone's in your pocket, it's in your pocket. And if you take it out of your pocket, you put it on your, on the table or somewhere in your bag. Here, it's on you, and that's so personal. So my family members and my friends, my closest friends, have my wrist number. Right? Emails I could check, but I could always turn off my email functionality. I could always put on an airplane mode too, but given my wrist, my pulse number is really, really personal. And all jokes aside from my left hand or right hand, we're getting ready to walk into a very, very unique culture where fashion, technology, where luxury meets functionality and service. Like, here's an exercise. Go to your phone and look up the definition of luxury. And in luxury, the definition, you don't find functionality or service. So that word is going to be redefined, because luxury and service and functionality is all going to be one, it's going to be a different definition than it was yesterday because of devices like this. When you're wearing it and it provides service and you speak to it like you're speaking to a person, and it replies back to you with nuggets of information that is specific to what you ask. Right now, if you go on your phone and you ask a question, you're going to get a whole bunch of stuff and you have to dive through it and figure out what you're looking for. So results on speech, when your speech dictation has to come back as a nugget. You don't want just random, robot talk or a synthesized voice. You want exactly a pinpoint response to what you ask. And we're close, and working with Nuance gets us, I'm so proud of the work we're doing. So if I ask, when was Martin Luther King born? All it answers, it's the nuance and Wolf and Alfred who helped us get it to where it's specific to what you ask. It's different from the smartphone. Smartphone, you ask and it gives you a whole bunch of other information that you didn't ask for.
And this is actually direct to the point.
Yes.
Which is excellent. I think that is excellent. And Dan, would you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Of course.
Of course. Can you please tell us about the company and where are you guys based and
Sure.
how many people?
We have our headquarters in Burlington, Mass. We have offices all around the world. We have a big office down in Sunnyvale, California as well. There's about 6,000 of us globally. And we've been in this space of speech and natural language and dialogue and text input to mobile devices for 15, 20 years now. It's been a long road. And it kind of culminates in getting to the state of the art that Will talked about today, where it's pretty accurate.
Cool. And how did you find Will.i.am to join with you guys?
Well,
Sorry.
The collaboration came about how long ago now?
It's just a little, either over or under a year.
About a year.
Yeah.
About a year ago. And it's been a really close collaboration. We've had a team dedicated to working with the I.am Puls team, and it's been just very, very tight from the word go. Understanding what hardware is going to be involved, the use cases really carefully, the design and trying to reflect what we do to really support the vision that the I.am Plus team has had. We think it's really different to other devices that have hit the market, with the fashion sensibility, the way it responds, the way it encourages you to speak with it. It's a really different take.
And it's also Android, is that correct?
Yeah, it's based on open source Android, and we forked it and to build our own experience around it.
Very cool. I want to thank you both for taking the time for us and for CBS, and we love your products, and thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. It's very nice to meet you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, well, let me give you my two.